Welcome to our episode 2 of the Flash. Blah, blah, blah. Welcome to episode 2 of the fashion vlog, Pure Fashion. Today is Friday the 13th, but we're going to make it a good day for you. All right, so we're going to start by celebrating the recent birthdays. So one birthday is Elsa Schiaparelli. Elsa Schiaparelli had no formal training. She created humorous art-inspired fashion. I love to make things fun and make them funny. I love making people laugh. So this sounds like it's right up my alley. Steven Sprouse is on the 12th. He used art, pop culture in his fashion, and he's known for using neon with black and his handwriting on prints. On the 13th, we have Stella McCartney. Did you know that she's the daughter of a Beatles person? I had no clue. She does classic and unique prints with youthful flair. All right, so the last birthday is Mr. Karl Lagerfeld, who works for House of Chanel. His birthday was on the 10th. So we celebrated Coco Chanel's birthday last week. Did you know that she was the one who invented the little black dress? And September 1st was actually Little Black Dress Day. Before then, black was just reserved for mourning. It wasn't used as it is now for anyone to wear at any time. And actually, mourning took a period of time, and it was pretty expensive to do. So people either dyed all of their clothes to be black or just purchased a completely new wardrobe in black. So that's why in The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy is like, no, I can't dye. My family can't afford to mourn for me because it was such an expensive thing to do. Interesting. There is a missing chapter in my book, Fashion, Holy, Sacred, Pure, that I didn't add in there. And it was about the color black because it's not actually a color. It's the absence of color. So if you just comment the word black, I'll send you a free PDF of the chapter black. Ukrainian Fashion Week. We spoke about it last week. It started on the 1st and ran through the 4th of September in Kyiv. And it was a great time of unity, but also harsh reality of everything that they're facing. Daily funerals out there is just, it's devastating, but also they were intent on keeping their culture and creativity alive. One unique thing that I want to highlight is that they use soldiers as models with missing limbs to show that they can change fashion to accommodate the times that are necessary. And actually during the war, what happened was that the designers, instead of designing clothes, they started designing different things for the military or different things for the hospital. So it has been a very trying time for them. One awesome thing that I mentioned last time is that in the Paris fashion show, they had written letters to show support for those in Ukraine. Well, it was part of an art installation that was there at the Ukraine fashion show. And actually, Ukrainians then sent letters back. I think it's so cute. There was an underground postal service that started in World War II, and they're kind of kicking it back up through this. I thought it was so cute, but also another reality check, right? Each show started with a gratitude note for the soldiers fighting in the war, as well as a moment of silence for everyone who has lost their lives in it. So we have New York Fashion Week starting, and we're going to have a special episode on it next time. But I just want to highlight 2 unique things that are happening this time because they're trying to elevate New York by showcasing that it's known for this Fashion Week, finally. But one thing is that there will be a bus going from location to location, taking attendees to each different place. So that's amazing in itself. But also, they partnered with the Rockefeller Center to showcase fashion shows, hopefully in real time, if not later, showing that in their big screen in the Rockefeller Center. Isn't that awesome? So cool. In the news, U.S. safety commissioners are calling for an investigation on Shein and Temu. But it's just about baby products. But still, who knows what they will find? If you have seen the skit from Saturday Night Live, you know what I don't mean. All right, so here with us today, we have my nephew, Caleb, who's going to help us choose the topic of the day. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and spin the wheel. Shout out to my mentors. Ooh, okay, so I have to say the first person who ever saw what I didn't know were fashion designs, who saw my drawings of different clothing and things like that, was Hilda Ruiz. She was like a second mom to me with us growing up in Pine Hills and in Breezewood. So she would take us to school every day and she was amazing. And so one time her daughter was like, "Look at these drawings, mom." And she was like, "Oh my God, you're doing fashion design." And I was like, "What?" I didn't even know what that was. So thank God for her calling that out. And ever since then, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm a fashion designer. So yeah, thank you, Hilda Ruiz. As far as like mentorship with faith and fashion, it's so hard to find because it's not a topic that's usually seen. Usually when you talk about faith and fashion, you talk about spiritual, like, oh, let's dress in the armor of God. And it's all spiritual concepts. When actually the Bible clearly uses physical clothes and fabrics and colors and all this stuff to show different things. And that's one thing I love about the Jewish culture. If you go to their kabbads or communities, they show with physical things, concepts. You know, that's one thing that's very important in the art. So I guess another mentor you can say is Scott Howe. He is the creative director or he's actually the creative pastor at Nations Church and has been heading Evoke Ministries as well for many years. So he's one that I've learned to communicate the message that God is saying, not just through words, but through images and through movies and through sounds. So that's another mentor of mine that I want to give a shout out to. Thank you, Scott. All right, so that has been another episode of Pure Fashion. Hope you guys enjoyed. I would love your feedback. Please let me know what you think. Any questions that you might have, any content that you would love to hear or know about, let me know. And I got you. All right, stay lovely. Bye. What's your name? There's no place like home. Yeah, yeah. What's the word I'm trying to say? Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Ja.